It's the biggest series of the season for Tennessee baseball. You got your in-state rival, your biggest rival, Vanderbilt, coming to town. You're on a skid right now. Is it a make or break weekend? I'm going to answer in a minute. Hit that like, that share. If you're a returning listener or a new listener, you like the content, hit that subscribe button. It is free. We are 38 from 4,000. Thank you so much for the support. As really tried to put out as much content as possible here lately, and we'll keep trying to put out as much as possible. But Tennessee baseball, to me, this weekend is going to tell us a lot for how things go down the stretch. I don't think this weekend is necessarily make or break, but I do think it's going to tell us a lot about where this program may go down the stretch. It is must win. It is absolutely a must win series. And I don't even think I'm not even worried if you sweep it. You've got to get 2 out of 3. But, is the season over if they lose this weekend? It's not. I mean, you've still got Arkansas to bounce back. But I think if you lose this weekend, I think there's a good possibility you're going on the road for the regionals. That's, I think that's a distinct possibility. Because I don't know from one year to the next how much emphasis is placed on the SEC tournament. You never can tell with that. So, to me, though, you have to get that. You can't let your in-state rival come in and beat you. Tennessee has won one conference series at home this year. One. That is it. And they've lost 3 in a row at home to A&M, Kentucky, Auburn. The only conference series win at home was against Florida when they swept them. They've won 3 out of 4 on the road. They've lost 3 out of 4 at home. You've got 1-1 left here. You need to finish 2-3 at home for SEC series this year. Keys to it is, let's start with the pitching. Doyle, Friday night. We got Doyle has served his suspension. He's good to go. Friday, it says here, 5:30 they start tomorrow. That's a weird time for tomorrow. Saturday, 5 o'clock. Sunday, 3 o'clock. But Doyle against J.D. Thompson for Vanderbilt. He's our Friday guy. Looking at Vanderbilt's stats and SEC play, Thompson's got a 4.08. He's 2-4, 46 and a third innings pitched, 59 strikeouts. So he's definitely a strikeout guy, 232 average for opponents in SEC play. Saturday, this thing if you watched my portal videos from last year, if you were part of the channel then, this name may sound a little bit familiar to you. Of course, Marcus Phillips goes for Tennessee. Cody Bowker goes for Vanderbilt. He was last year in the portal. He pitched the year before for Georgetown. He was in the portal. He was scheduled to visit Tennessee. He went to Vanderbilt before coming to Tennessee, and he committed and never made that visit to Tennessee. But he is Vandy's Saturday guy. In SEC play, his numbers are 5.91, 0-3, 35 innings pitched, 45 strikeouts. So that's a guy, I think for Tennessee, you've got to get to him on Saturday. Sunday, it's shown as to be determined versus, and I apologize if I mispronounce this. I'm not being disrespectful. It's either Connor Fennell or Fennell on it for Vanderbilt. And to me, he looks like he has a 3.71 in SEC play, 34 innings, 59 strikeouts. That might be the guy toughest to face. 184 opponents average in SEC play. Tennessee's got TBD. Telling you right now who it's going to be. It's not going to be A.J. Russell. It's going to be Tegan Kuntz on Sunday. I think there's a reason it's TBD. What Kuntz did last Saturday against Auburn when he took over when that debacle on Friday night with the ring, he pitched his ass off on Saturday. He gave Tennessee a chance to win that baseball game. The offense just did not produce. I think at that point, they gave him some leash. You got to let him cook. He threw more sliders. That was a big discrepancy in mine because I know that's his best pitch. A lot more sliders, not just all fastballs, and it made a difference. Yeah, I mean, any guy in SEC play is going to get hit some. But he pitched really well. And Russell, we've seen it right now. Russell's about 2 innings. And it said he had a blister. He got a blister sometime last weekend. So I don't know if it happened, while he was pitching or what. What's his role going to be? Now, I'm not saying he won't start Sunday. He could. But my guess is it's going to be Kuntz again on Sunday. And if you're going to start Kuntz, You've got to give him leash. The first hint of trouble, we can't go pulling him out if he gets into trouble. Let him pitch. Let him do his thing. There's a reason everybody was happy to get him to campus. There's a reason, he's been the talk of the fall, and he was the talk of the spring prior to getting into the season. Let him get in there and do his thing. If he starts. If he doesn't start, if you're going with Russell, I hope they put him in kind of a closer type role for an inning or two to lock it down, because I think he could fit well into that role. But my thought is with this TBD again, if it were going to be Russell, I don't know why they go TBD on it. Just my opinion. The lineup, I think we saw a glimpse of what's to come Tuesday night against Indiana State in terms of the lineup. They were more aggressive. That was a good thing. Does that carry over into this weekend? I hope there's more urgency, because to me, this is a must-win series. Keelan, Fisher, Inslee, Bargo were your top four. Then you went Curley, Chapman, Lawless, Grimmer, Abernathy. Now, Peebles will be in for Lawless. I know Kerry and I talked about the other night on the post game, and he said I'd keep him down to keep pressure off of him. To me, every guy in this lineup should have pressure this weekend, because I'm not saying go up there and play tight, be afraid to make a mistake or nothing like that. But I'm a believer in when a guy's hot, you take advantage of him. I'm still going Peebles 4, Bargo 5, Curley 6, Chapman 7. My last two, I would stick with Abernathy 9. I like it. I said it the other night when I talked about it in SEC play. He has half the at-bats. He has the second highest OBP behind Andrew Fisher, though. I'm going Chris Newstrom in that 8-hole. Chris Newstrom, to me, is more suited for SEC play right now than Levi Clark or Manny Marin. Levi Clark, I think he reminds me of Blake Burke. I know Burke was left. Clark is right. But both big hitters, big boppers, both humbled by SEC play at one point. Clark, to me, ton of potential. Big bat, love the potential. What's the adjustments he's going to make along the way? And, maybe he still has some big – I won't be surprised to see him in this weekend. But to me, I'm going Newstrom Abernathy. That's, to me, over Clark and Manny Marin. Clark and Marin have been inconsistent. Both ton of potential, going to be really good players for Tennessee. But right now, the time is now. Newstrom, Abernathy. Both of those dudes have got it. They don't get phased. They're going to come in and get the job done. That's what I'm going with. That's your best lineup. And that's a really good line. Now, I'm not saying with Peebles 4. If you keep Peebles 7, that's fine. I can roll with that. I have no problem with it. But that's just my preference on it. The bullpen. The bullpen's got to be there this weekend. We need Snead to figure it out. We need Franklin's not been near as – Franklin's had his moments. I wouldn't say he's been bad, but he's still giving up runs. Loy, he had a really good game Saturday. Krenzel, we need Krenzel to get back to where he was as well. We're looking at Banky. I wonder if Banky's role doesn't continue to increase, as if I'm not mistaken, he still has not given up any runs in SEC play. Let me get here to the pitch and I'll tell you on it. He absolutely has not. So now you're looking at, you need Loy, you need Snead, you need Franklin, Krenzel, Arvidsson. Arvidsson to me is one that, man, he'll be so good one inning, and then he can't get the ball across the next inning. He's got really good stuff when he's on, but when he's not, he's wild. And, same with Snead. Snead's been wild. Snead's either getting lit up like a Christmas tree, or he's throwing wild pitches. Now, he's had some decent innings. I'm not saying he hasn't, but I just think there's a point to where we got to limit him to maybe a couple innings. And this is a weekend we really need Doyle to go long. We need Phillips to go long. And if it is Coons, which I expected it will be, it'd be nice to see him get into the fifth, if not later. And that would be big. That would take a little off of the bullpen for me. We'll see where it goes there. And then the last one, defense. We got to have the defense. Just the careless errors can't happen. And then, one that we can't overlook, it's been better the last couple of weeks, but on the base paths. We're not giving the runners, we don't respect, this may not be the right way to say it. I don't feel Tennessee respects the stolen base, whether it's offensively or defensively. We don't have a lot of them. Surprisingly enough, there's teams that have less than Tennessee does. But if we hit a team like Vanderbilt, looking at their SEC stats, stolen bases, they're 22 out of 30. So, I mean, they don't run a ton. They're guys that run a lot. I mean, R.J. Austin has a 209 average. Mancini, a 210. He's 3 out of 3. Rigdon, 4 out of 5. So they don't run a ton, really. I mean, their higher guys don't run at all, hardly. Their higher batting, Riley Nelson nor Braden Holcomb, neither one even attempted a stolen base. Vastine, it looks like 309 average. He's 3 out of 6 stolen bases. So this might be one. But, any team that picks up on something for Tennessee, because let's face it, these coaching staffs are the SEC. They're the best in college baseball. Say what you want about Corbin and Vanderbilt. Don't have to like him. The dude knows how to coach, though. So if they pick up on something that they can take advantage of, they will. Tennessee has to respect it, and that may be more pickoff attempts. Look, how many times does the pitcher not even look back to runner out of the stretch? We got to give that some respect along the way. A couple times last weekend, Peebles put throws around the money. Guys either didn't get the tag applied or tripped over, getting there against Auburn. So we'll see. There's a lot. This team's got to put a lot together because they've really not been good in any aspect recently. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot to put together in one weekend. But the thing is, it is fixable. It is fixable. The defense is fixable. The stolen bases probably could concern. If they're allowing Vandy on a lot, that could be a concern. If the pitching is what we expect out of them, you won't have near as many base runners. The hitting, it can be a whole lot better. We know that. But I think at any time, this offense could get back going. Starting pitching, I'm really not that worried about starting pitching. To me, it's the bullpen. We need our bullpen back. We need that bullpen to really get in gear. Maybe sending Russell to the pen is the answer. And again, he could start. Don't get me wrong on that, but I'm predicting Coons on it. Last thing I'll say on this. Yes, I call things like I see them. I try to talk Tennessee baseball, what I like, don't like, whether it's on the field, whether it's coaches' decisions. That's just what we do when we talk about it. But with all that said, I still have full trust in this coaching staff. I'm banking on this coaching staff turning things around, getting it in gear. I think there's more urgency there. And I'm expecting this Tennessee baseball team to come out with their hats on fire this weekend and take care of business and get back going in the right direction. I'll be live tomorrow night. I'll be live Saturday after the game as well to discuss the games. Will not be live Sunday due to it being Mother's Day. But other than Sunday, the way I see it, I'll be live the rest of the way here as well. Hope you'll join me for that. But this is Frank, House of Orange. Like, share, subscribe. It is free to subscribe. Check out the memberships in the description. Check out the channel Patreon. Or if you want to say thanks, super thanks, bottom right-hand corner. Those do go help the channel, do go to provide the best content possible. Putting out a lot of content right now. I'm not one to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and say best or nothing. I'm trying to put out a ton of content on here. And I appreciate the feedback. Seems like a lot of people like it. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But have a great rest of your evening. Stay tuned because we're still rocking and rolling, and it's a great day to wear the orange.